happy Wisdom Wednesday. Thank you so much for tuning in and for choosing to spend some of your time with my time. It's your girl Milagros here, and this is Wisdom Wednesday. Wisdom with a Z, because I'm here to just remind you of all the things that you're already capable of, because you have everything you need already in you to live your best life. Now, during the month of March, we're talking about different tips and tools and ways that we can empower ourselves so that we can live fuller, funner, happier, healthier lives, right? The first week we talked about decision making. Last week we talked about using visualization as a tool to help us create the lives that we want and then to start to move in the direction of. And today we're actually going to talk about 3 things that we need to stop doing. Stop immediately, if not sooner. So here are 3 things that you need to stop doing in order to allow yourself to feel more empowered. The first and foremost is this. You have got to stop comparing and competing against other people. Let me be clear. Sometimes I'm on the treadmill. Homegirl on the treadmill next to me is going for a run, right? I see that she's running faster than I usually run. I amp up my treadmill because I want to push myself, and I use that as like a external motivation to push myself. And then there's like a little person, like, the good one and the bad one right here. And this one's like, you could beat her. You could run faster than her. You should run faster than her. And then I start running faster than her. And then this one's like, your knee hurts. Why are you ignoring your human pain, you moron? Why are you competing against her? And then you find out later, and by you I mean me, that she is actually a trained marathon runner. Why did I think even for a moment that I could compete against this woman, even if it was made up in my head? Competition in this way, it really in any way, is just not healthy. People say all the time, oh, there's healthy competition. No, there's not, because you're pitting 2 people against each other and you're asking them to accomplish a goal that they might not get there the same way, or that they might not even have the same goal, right? And we have a tendency to go, I need to be better than. That's what competition is. And comparing is, how am I better, different, than her? Who cares? We talked about before in a previous video, minding your business is so important. We become happier humans when we learn truly how to mind our business, to stop competing with other people around us and stop comparing ourselves. Our journey is just ours. Their journey is theirs. We have nothing to compare because, again, and I talked about this in a previous video, I am the only one of me that ever has been, ever is, and ever will be. And the same is true for you, which means that if we are truly operating as the original version of ourselves, whatever that means, and as that evolves, there is no competition. There is no comparison. You cannot compare or compete with an authentic original. Booyah! So we need to stop competing and comparing against other people in order to tap into the very power that makes us who we are, to allow us ourselves to feel fully confident in all that makes us magical and majestic and all that fancy stuff. And in order to release ourselves of the idea that it is a competition, and when we release ourselves in any way, shape, or form, we find a new level of freedom. So that's 1. 2 is this. We have got to stop complaining. Lord, have mercy on all of our souls. Baby Jesus, take the wheel. Well, maybe not, a baby shouldn't be driving, but you get what I'm saying. Here's the thing. When we spend the majority of our time complaining about what is not going well in our lives, we miss out on all the magic and the things that are going well in our lives. In the video last week, I talked to you a little bit about the reticular activating system and how it's this beautiful, wonderful, magnificent filter in our human brains that what we choose to focus on, we see more of. Because that's the way that the human brain is designed, to keep us from seeing 1,000 things and going crazy. Well, if you're constantly complaining and you're constantly focusing on the things in your life that aren't going well, you're going to continuously find more of that stuff. We have got to stop complaining. You go ahead and try to go 24 hours without complaining. Listen, it is a challenge. I'll tell you what, Tony Robbins once said, try to go 7 days without complaining and your life will be completely different. And I thought I could do it. Please, I didn't even make it through the end of that first day. It took me about 7 months to get 7 consistent days of not complaining. And it became a challenge. I had to do my fake tattoo with a Sharpie right here to remind myself. And then I was like, oh my gosh, at the end of those 7 days, I felt so light, I felt so free, and I felt like so much was going good in my life. Now, the stuff that was, the struggles that were happening and the things that were going wrong were still happening, but I was choosing not to drown all of my positivity in those things, right? I was choosing to shift my focus and instead look at, even in the worst situations, what's good about this? That's another video that you can refer to for later. So 1, stop comparing and competing, and 2, stop complaining. Focus on things that are positive. And the third thing is this: stop being so damn complacent. And I say this with love. Too many of us are sitting around whining and complaining, comparing and talking mess about other people, and not doing anything. Get up off of your butt and get something done. Stop saying, well, this is my life and this is all it is. No, that's all it is, sweetheart, because that's all you're choosing it to be. We have to stop being so complacent. We have to stop settling and saying, well, I guess this is good enough. No, it's not. I mean, yes, it is. If you say it's good enough, it is. But do me a favor, go back to number 2 and stop complaining, because we should not be complaining about the things in our life that we permit. And that is relationships that we choose to stay in. That's drama that we choose to participate in. That's jobs that we stay at that we hate, and so on and so forth. You already know. And I've shared this many times, but one of my pet peeves is when people complain about their pets that they saved up money for, went out and bought and brought into their house. What you complaining for? You did that. You brought that into your house. Go back to number 2. We do not complain about the things that we permit. You don't want those pets? Take some pictures, put bows on them, make them look real cute, find a happy family that's willing to take them and take care of them, right? Stop being so complacent about your life, because this is the one life that you have. That's it. When we stop being complacent and we start taking charge and we start taking control of our lives, our actions, our words, and our thoughts, you want to talk about feeling empowered? Holy macaroni, sweet baby Jesus again, okay? You have got to stop comparing and competing. There's no one to compete against when you're being your authentic self, and there is no real competition. Stop complaining. There's so much good in life, and you're missing it when you're choosing to focus on the negative instead, and stop being complacent. Get up off your butt. Whatever it is you said you were going to do, or that dream that's been in you since you were little, get up and do something. I don't care what it is. Take one teeny tiny little itty baby step in the direction of your dreams. Just do it, because otherwise you're going to look back on your life filled with regret. And nobody wants to get to that point and say, oh, I woulda, shoulda, coulda. Enough of that. We're beyond that. There's no more woulda, shoulda, coulda, right? We're at the point where we say, I'll fall on my face. I'm going to learn my lesson. I'm going to figure it out. I might get it wrong, but I'm going to learn something from it. That's an opportunity. I'm going to keep pushing forward. I'm going to get back up again because I'm capable, I'm strong, and I'm amazing. I've overcome worse things. This might be a little bit scary, but my freedom is on the other side of my fear. Hey, listen, we're running out of time. I love you so much. Stop comparing yourself to other people and competing. Stop complaining all the time. And stop being so damn complacent. Get off your ass! I love you. Because when you do that, super sparkly everything. And that's what I got for you. I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your week, and that your weekend is filled with magic, and that all of your days are filled with positivity and love. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you know someone who could benefit from it, please share it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Stop being so complacent. Okay, I gotta go. Love you. Peace.